Welcome back to another video on the Saxon Insurance Brokers YouTube channel. Now, something different. Usually we're talking about high net worth insurance. Well, this is, but it's digital. And this is our brand new platform and insurance product called Collection Cover. So if you're a collector of watches, handbags, art, jewellery, memorabilia, trading cards, musical instruments, all things quirky like that, then stick around because this video is for you and this product is for you. You can get a quote in seconds and you can buy cover in minutes. It's completely unique in the market and I can't wait to tell you about it. So first off, pretty basic stuff we're going to run through here, then some examples of what quotes we can give and how much the premiums are going to be, and then some basic frequently asked questions from our already customers who have been buying insurance from collectioncover.com. Who? Well, as I said, this is for collectors. This is purely for people that love their items so much they do not want them on their home insurance because it's restrictive cover and they want to go out and buy the best cover and do it all online, digitally and quickly. They can buy it, they can service it on the portal 24/7, 365 days a year, make changes. You can handle your renewals and notify claims, all on the website via collectioncover.com. Now, what are we insuring? Well, we're pulling these high value assets, watches, jewelry, everything like that, art, off the home insurance policies to insure them on a more specific, tailored policy that gives market leading cover for these kind of items and assets that you own. It's worth doing. If you don't care too much about your home insurance, it's definitely worth doing. If you've got a high net worth insurance policy, talk to us maybe in advance about that. But this is definitely worth doing for all of the high value assets that you own. Right, where can this be found? Well, obviously it's digital, it's online, it's collectioncover.com, and you can do all your quotes there. Where are we based? We're based here in Reading in Berkshire, and we're a team of people that are ready to, on the end of the phone or live chat, to talk to you, help you out if you need any assistance with the journey. So when can you do it? Well, as soon as you want to do it, you can do it. The best thing is to get your quotes in, around your renewal dates if you've got cover coming up for renewal, or when you're buying something, you can just buy insurance when you're in a boutique or in a gallery or anything like that on your phone. It only takes a few seconds and minutes to even buy the cover. So that's when you can do it. Then let's talk about why you would want to do this. Well, these are your most valuable possessions and you want to make sure that you've got the best cover for them, and having a standalone collectible policy is definitely the right choice. Okay, now we've got a couple of examples here. By the way, any questions on these, drop it in the comments below and we'll get back to you. Or you can contact us via live chat on collectioncover.com and we'll be able to help you out any which way you want us to. Example number one. Right, what is this? This is, let's call them an ideal customer profile number one, and that is a husband and wife. Maybe they've got children, they're doing well for themselves, they live in a nice area, they've got some nice watches, maybe a Patek and an AP, or maybe the wife wears something a bit different like a Cartier watch. They're adding up. Let's say there's 150,000 of watches. Then the wife has been bought some lovely jewelry. Maybe she's got engagement rings, eternity rings, some Cartier bangles or something like along those lines. Maybe she's even got some Van Cleef Arpels, necklace, bracelets, things like that. Let's just say that's a round figure of 50,000. But they like collecting a few little art pieces, so they haven't gone wild. They're not massive collectors, but they've got 3 or 4 pieces round, maybe a David Yarrow photograph and some Banksy, something like that. And again, let's just put that in at 50,000. And yes, she's also very lucky because she's got some handbags. She's got some Hermes, Kelly's and Birkins. She's got obviously a classic flat by Chanel, totaling around 55,000. You're talking around a £4,000 premium for that, plus the insurance tax. So really not too bad. These rates are really good. So not only is this underwritten by Lloyd's of London, but these rates are market leading rates. Another reason why you should definitely be looking at this if you want collectibles insurance. Example number 2, this is a little bit quirky, totally threw us when we started doing this. And what we have found is that there are many people who have been holding on to and collecting trading cards. So whether they're Pokemon cards, Magic the Gathering, NBA, really cool, quirky stuff. This platform is designed for really cool, quirky stuff like this. So what we've got here is a male or female collector. They've gone up in value because they've owned them for 20, 30 years. And all of a sudden you've got like 100, 200,000 pounds worth of Pokemon cards. And when you've got 200 odd thousand pounds worth, you're going to hit our minimum premium. Now that's going to sit in here. We're going to get to that in a second. So the minimum premium is about £500 right now. Now it varies a little bit. There's a very sophisticated rating matrix on the back of this. So sometimes those can go up or down slightly. Right, frequently asked questions. Let's get to this. So how much does this cost? Yeah, okay, minimum premium is £500. We've just covered that. Do I need specialist cover? Yes, you do, because you can be left uninsured if you are underinsured or not accurately insured if you're insuring these on your home insurance. And Pokemon cards at 200,000 in a small 3-4 bed house probably won't even be able to be insured on your home insurance. So a great reason to pull it off and do it on collection cover. What do you need? What types of collections do we cover? Well, I've said that in that example and these examples. You know, there's we do a whole range of memorabilia, sports memorabilia, watches, jewelry, art, handbags, sneakers, shoes, all of these collectible items, musical instruments and so on, and a lot more. On our website, you can just go through the whole question set and you'll see all the categories that we insure. So that's that. One thing that's great about this is all of those things that I just mentioned, those categories, you can insure them on one policy. Now that again is completely unique. So make the most of this. Get all of your collectibles off your home insurance straight onto a collection cover policy. Right, timing. When should you insure these? Well, actually right now, because the timing of these things is you don't want to leave it too late. You don't want to have an accident or have a loss and then all of a sudden something's happened and you're not insured. Now, let me give you a stat. We use recovery agents who recover items when they are stolen or lost. They go through all authorities and databases and things like that to try and find these items back for the customer or the insurance company. 90% of people are not insured properly. 90% of people are not insured. So they're walking around with Richard Mille watches and Rolexes, Pateks, and they just don't think it'll ever happen to them. They might want cover for outside the house, but they don't also expect themselves to be burgled, you know, and that happens, I'm afraid. So make sure you got protection at home with this policy and while you're out. That brings me on to back to this example number one. Remember I was talking about watches and jewelry? Well, what we have is a completely unique feature on collection cover, and that is the ability to tailor a jewelry and watch policy, which you can have other assets on it as well, like I said, but it has an in-safe limit. Now that means if you've got 200, like in this example, £200,000 worth of jewelry and watches, you may not wear £200,000 of those items out of the home at any one point, meaning you tell us on the platform what you are wanting to be insured for away from the home or while your items are in the home safe, and then your premium comes right down and you can tailor it like that. It's a really, really unique feature and definitely worth taking advantage of if you have a higher value collection where you don't wear all of your items outside the home at any one time. So that's that. And another frequently asked question I'll get back to is policy excesses. They are nil as standard, but you can go all the way up to £5,000 if you want to. And when you do that, the premium comes right down. So that is a very, very quick who, what, where, how, and examples of collection cover. I hope you enjoyed this video. It's quite informative. I'm going to do loads more like this. So we'll probably deep dive into some of the extra covers, some other examples, some real life scenarios that we've had. If you want to subscribe, go subscribe, but we're going to go deep on this. Stay tuned.